Good morning, all of you. Today I will continue class number 8. That means part number 8 regarding to related to idioms classes. Today I should explain you from 81 idiom to 90, almost all 10 idioms for each and everyday classes. Today's class start from idiom number 81. The 81 idiom is, before going to start, all of you, good morning, and watching all these videos continuously from first video to last video. 81 idiom is live on borrowed time. Live on borrowed time means, if you live on borrowed time means you continue to exist longer than expected. Longer than expected. That means not expected to live much longer. Someone who is living on borrowed time or who is on borrowed time has continued to live or to do something for larger than expected. That means, for example, here one example is there. A 15-year-old car is living on borrowed time. That means it a lifespan of 15 years of car. It is functioning properly after completion of 15 years also up to 20 years. It is called a borrowed time, borrowed period. For example, someone who is living on borrowed time means he has continued to live or to do something for longer than expected. A person who is continuous living and everybody expected him to die. If someone is suffering from a chronic disease, he may be died in a short period, but he is continuing, he is living on borrowed time. And some of the person, all the doctors that he visited informed his family he was going to die soon, but against all odds he continued living on borrowed time. That means not expected, he is living to exist longer than expected. That is the meaning of the sentence and example sentence. And then hold our tongue. It has been given, asked in many competitive examinations, in academic examinations also. To hold your tongue means to not speak. That means stop yourself from speaking. When telling people not to speak, it is used, this idiom is used when telling people not to speak, to stay or keep quiet despite wanting something, to say nothing, although you want to speak. It is the meaning of the sentence. Students should comprehend the meaning of the idiom is more important. Examples, then after completion, after understanding or comprehend of the meaning, examples framing the examples or construct the examples very easy. Hold your tongue, son, be patient. A father said, father gave warning to his son. On that occasion, father speak out like it and ordered, hold your tongue, son, be patient. The old man tried to restrain the agitation man. The old man said like this. This is the example. Not a father. For example, you had better hold your tongue while the principal is speaking during the assembly today. Principal is conducting a meeting. On that time, we had better to keep silent means to hold our tongue, not speak, not disturbance. That is the meaning of the 82 idiom. Please try to concentrate and should listen attentively and concentrate with concentrate. 83 idiom is you make a mountain of a molehill. If you make a mountain of a molehill, that meaning is you make something unimportant to seem important. A silly issue makes a big issue. That means make a small or unimportant problem seem much more serious than it really is. Really it is a small issue. It is not such a big problem. Then we treat a minor problem as it very serious. It is we are elaborating something is a very dramatic way. Make fuss, make disturbance, exaggerated conversation. That is the meaning of the make a mountain of a molehill. And one example is he has given here. One bad interview doesn't mean you are struggling to get the job. Don't make a mountain of a molehill. One bad interview doesn't mean you are struggling to get the job. Don't make a mountain of a molehill. Don't worry, it is just a small injury. For one more example, you don't have to make a mountain of a molehill. You are not supposed to believe him. We are talking one of the unbelievable candidate. He is always making mountains out of a molehill. That is the meaning of the make a mountain of a molehill. Make a small or unimportant problem seem much more serious than it is really is. Nearly, actually, truly, factually, it is not such a big problem. Okay, next we go to the number 84. The idiom, it has been asked in many competitive examinations, cry for the moon. What is the meaning of the cry for the moon? The idiomatic expression is make a demand that cannot be fulfilled. That means to ask for something that is very difficult to, it is impossible to get. That type of desire we are asking. To make an impractical or unreasonable request. It is not practical, it is not reasonable. That the request is especially on that is unlikely to happen. It is not possible to happen. To desire the unattainable thing or impossible demand. To make an unreasonable demand. To wish for something, to request impossible thing. Thinking of getting an official. For example, here one example is there. You want such an expensive gift on your birthday. Well, you are crying for the moon. Being such a middle class family, we are not able to buy such an expensive gift on the occasion of the birthday. But our children wanted to buy such a gift, more expensive. It is not at all possible. That is like a cry for the moon. For example, we have a minimum qualification of SSC or intermediate. Thinking of getting an official officer job with an ordinary qualification. It is cry for a ordinary qualification means SSC or 10th class or intermediate. Thinking of getting officer's cadre job, gazetted officer rank. It is like a cry for a moon. That is the meaning of the idiom cry for a moon, cry for the moon. And number 85, hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head, you exactly right about something. You do your activity at right time, you take the right decision. Right time, you take the right decision. That is more important. Hit the nail on the head means when you are discussing about the topic, we don't go other way we straightly talking about that thing is precisely, very shortly, very brief. We don't grab all these things to include this problem. That type of hit the nail on the head means to describe exactly what is causing a situation or problem. What is the reason, what is the cause that problem, we have to straightly to say. Be accurately right about something. Find the exact answer, precisely desirable. Doing or saying something that is precisely right, to say something that is right or completely true, not a false. We take the decision in a right time, in a right place, and then you come to straight the solution. Exactly what is causing a situation or a problem. That is the meaning of the hit the nail on the head. I think the CEO hit the nail on the head when he said that the organization was losing market share because of complacency of security. One more example, when my car didn't start, it has been troubled. It has been becoming repaired. My friend took one look to my car and said that, what did he say? It is, why did it have stopped? It is due to the dead battery. He has find out the problem. It seems like hit the nail on the head. He find out the exact problem. That is the explanation about the hit the nail on the head and nail in someone's coffin. This is one more idiom, number 86. Nail in someone's coffin is something that hastens failure of a person or thing. That means downfall, a death or fail causes the end, a failure something. It is going to failure something. Something that could contribute harm or even destroy the person or thing referred to. For example, deteriorating, downfall. That is the nail on someone's coffin means. Your example is the scandal proved to be the final nail in the coffin of the mayor. That means the scandal and the mayor may be in trouble. Nail in one's coffin. For example, one of the person is has a habit of chain smoking. Every cigarette he smokes is another nail in his coffin. It is going to deteriorating his health problem. He may be fell in the ill health. For example, his lungs were weak from years of smoking. So, to catch pneumonia was a final nail in his coffin. That deteriorating the his situation, and he died. That is the nail in someone's coffin means end or failure and going to death or fail or downfall. That is the meaning of the nail in one's coffin. And we go to the next 87 idiom, pay through the nose. Pay through the nose means you pay too much for something. Actually, it may be one article is, one device is 2,000 rupees. We paid 4,000 rupees. The seller has been, we have been cheated by the seller. We don't know the actual rate. We are unknown that about things. But here one thing is more important. Pay through the nose. Pay through the nose to pay an excessive amount to something. Too much money for something. To be charged an enormous price. To pay more than something is worth. To pay an exorbitant price. Unreasonably unreasonably high prices. That is the meaning. Actual price we did not pay. More than that price we should pay. Too much money for something, excessive amount, charged enormous price, exorbitant price, high price, rather than the actual price, it is called pay through the nose. For example, we are paying through the nose for a petrol and diesel. Petrol and diesel recently, the central government has been raised very rapidly. It is a more burden for the ordinary people in the society. If you want to pay, stay in a, suppose we went to the any city or town, if you want to stay any hotel, what is there? We should prepare to, if you take to reside the hotel, to stay the hotel, already we had better to be prepared to pay through the nose for a hotel room. That is, too much prices are there. A costly living is there in the towns, in the restaurant or the hotel, to stay at a night, single night also. Next, number 88 under someone's nose. What is the meaning of this someone's nose? If you someone's nose and someone's nose, you do it openly, all through unnoticed. Frankly, without noticing, we do our activities in a place or a sea or find directly in front of one. Even though if you lost a pen or book in our room, we are searching here and there, but it is nearly put there, but we don't find out. Clearly visible, obvious or apparent in someone's presence. It is in our presence, but we didn't find that. That type of situation under someone's nose means. For example, the dog took away the biscuit right under my nose, but I realized it only later. It has been done before, in front of ourselves. The dog took away the biscuit, but I realized it only later. It has been taken. In that situation, under someone's nose, I searched for example, I lost my glasses or spectacles. For example, I searched my glasses. I searched my glasses for 20 minutes or for 50 half an hour, and finally found them right under my nose. That means they are very near to me. I didn't notice them. We are wasting the time to searching for the glasses or spectacles. That is the number 88 under someone's nose. The meaning is, students should grasp the idiomatic meaning of the idioms. That is mostly not literal meaning. Cast pearls before swine. It is a wonderful idiom. You offer something valuable to someone who does not recognize worth. He doesn't know the worth of that. We offer valuable. That is the meaning of the cast pearls before swine. Cast pearls before the swine. To give or offer something valuable to someone, but he does not understand its value. To give something of value to someone who won't appreciate. He did not appreciate us, even though it is a valuable thing. He doesn't know the value of that thing. That is the situation. Cast pearls before swine. To serve an elaborate multi-course dinner to them is like casting pearls before swine. Elaborate dinner multi-course. It is like casting for pearls before swine. For example, he explained the beauty of the music to her. The music is more important for the healthy also, but it gives pleasant atmosphere to the human beings. He explained the beauty of the music to her, but it was just casting pearls before swine. But she doesn't understand the beauty of the music, the value of the music. That is the meaning of this idiomatic expression. And we go to the last one, number 90. Number 90 idiom is put the cat among the pigeons. Put the cat among the pigeons. Put the cat among the pigeons means, what does it mean? If you put the cat among the pigeons, you say or do something makes a lot of people angry and uncomfortable. That means to say something that causes trouble and make a lot of people angry and worried. Actually, the actual meaning is to create a disturbance and cause trouble. That is this is a fuss or this is create an uncomfortable situation. That means angry, worried, that type of situation. Cause trouble. It is the meaning put the cat among the pigeons. For example, here she put the cat among the pigeons by accusing others in the office of misusing organizations a dinner allowance for working late hours. This is the situation. For example, the principal put the cat among the pigeons. What did the principal has done to create the put the cats among the pigeons? When he informed students the excursion was cancelled on that time, what does happen? The students should be angry and worried, may cause trouble. On that time we frame this example. The principal put the cat among the pigeons. Why? When he informed the students the excursion was cancelled. On that time, that type of situation has been taken place among the students, and they may be worried. Excursion has been cancelled. They have been discussing each and one another and each other, one another. That is the meaning of the idiom. Almost all 90 idioms in 9 classes I have completed. As my wish, one more video, one more class I want to explain you. Next class from 91 to 100 idioms I will explain you. Then I have my aim has been completed for 100 idioms minimum. Any competitive students should get idea about the idioms. Minimum 100 idioms. He must know the meanings of the idioms and usage of the idioms. Then only, even though it is a aptitude type of multiple choice questions in the examinations have been given, we will guess the answers. Some of the we already known about the nearly 100 idioms. We may be select the elimination method. We have number of meanings have known to us regarding to relate to idioms. On that time we get full marks the topic in idioms and phrases. Thank you one and all for listening in the class. Goodbye all of you.